Oh, you edit this out?
Get the on my camera! Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. So if you follow me on Instagram, then you would know what today's video is about. So I had a video planned and I didn't get the product in time, so I was like, okay, what am I gonna do now? So I decided to go ahead and let my bays pick my new eyeshadow look. So what I did was I told everyone on Instagram to go ahead and pick numbers 1 through 10. And each number stood for a color, and more of you guys picked than I thought you would. I was surprised about how many people picked a number. So here are the numbers and their colors. I didn't say which color was which number because that would ruin the whole process. So here are the numbers and their colors. And I didn't want to go with any boring old regular colors like red, purple, pink. So I picked very, very specific colors. So these are the 3 colors that you guys picked the most. These are the 3 numbers that you guys picked the most, and then these are the colors that was behind it. So now, without even knowing what I'm about to do, I have to use these 3 colors to go ahead and create a look. So let's just get the chit chat and get right into it. Okay, so first I'm starting off by putting on my cute little headband. Yeah, I know I'm like a big kid to go ahead and hold my hair back. And yeah, I know guys, my face has broke out all over again. I was doing so good and I can't even blame my skin this time. It's my fault the way I've been taking care of my skin, but it's alright, I'm gonna get it done. So now I'm going in with my P. Louise base in the color 0, and I'm just gonna pat that all over my eye just like P. Louise says. I swear you guys, anytime I start to pat out my eyeshadow base or pat out my foundation, I get this little eye roll thing going because it's just so relaxing. Like, I love makeup so much. And yes, I'm still patting because I like my base to be extra crisp, extra white, extra flat, extra neat. I'll need those colors to really pop. So I sit there and I layer on my base. Comment down below if you guys do this too. Now I'm laying down my first color, TUTSI, from the Tri palette, and I'm using a Sigma E55 brush. Going back into that Tri palette, I'm using the color MAASAT, and I'm using that with a Sigma 507 brush. I know this is a crease brush, so that's what caused a lot of fallout on my face, but I wanted to use this one because it's so precise and I didn't want it to really wash out that first green that I laid down, so I just went ahead and I used this brush. Oh well. So now I'm dipping into the ZULU palette and I'm picking up the color Tangerine and I'm applying that right next to that lime green. You guys know what's crazy? I didn't know that the ZULU palette didn't have any names on the colors, so I went on the internet to go ahead and see what the exact name of the colors were, and when I looked it up, the exact names were the colors that I picked out for this look. Like, they were Tangerine, Lime Green, and Aquamarine. I was like, how ironic is that? I'm dipping right back into that ZULU palette and I'm picking up the color Jade and I'm applying that right next to the Tangerine. So these weren't the colors that were the exact colors that I picked out. It's actually, oh, I almost told y'all what I was gonna use. Y'all almost got me. I almost just told y'all what I was gonna use. So never mind, this is the color Jade and you'll see the other colors that I'm gonna pick up. Okay, Alright, so now I'm going to take my Vaseline and I'm going to take a Q-tip and I'm going to go ahead and clean off that lid. This is a trick that I got from P. Louise. I mention her so much, you guys. I know. I love her. I love her. So I'm going to go ahead and clean my lid off with that, and it cleans it so good. It gets everything off. I actually don't even know why I put the base all the way down to my lash line. That's what happens when you don't know what look you're going for or what you're doing. So yeah, I'm just going to clean off my lid with that, making sure that I get every bit of it off so that when I apply my colors onto my lid, they'll be nice and perfect. And don't worry about being too precise with the Vaseline, because once you cut your crease, you're going to make that very precise line. I mean, I have seen people use the Vaseline with a flat brush the same way they would cut their crease with it, but it's fine. It's alright. It's not the end of the world if you don't get that perfect cut. You're going to clean it up when you apply the base to go ahead and cut your crease. So before moving on to apply color to the lid, I'm going to do the same thing that I did to the first eye to my second eye. Comment down below if I'm the only one that does this, but I don't know. When I finally know what I'm doing and when it comes to my second eye, I start to move so fast. Like my speed just picks up because it's like, all right, I got it now. I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna lay it down and I'm gonna do my thing. So now here I am going back in with that P. Louise base in the shade 0, and I'm just applying that to my lid and making sure I cut my crease with that very precise. I didn't use the flattest brush that I could use because I couldn't find it, but this brush works. I still got it nice and flat and precise.
Now I'm going back into the ZULU palette, and this is the color that I was talking about. I'm going to take that shimmer aquamarine color and I'm going to go ahead and apply that in the corners of my eye. I usually don't use shimmer, so I was just like, okay, let me try something different. And now I'm going back into the ZULU palette again, and I'm using lime green, and I'm just going to shade that in with the aquamarine color. Now I'm going back into the Tri palette, and I'm picking up this shimmery orange color called KURLA, and I'm applying that at the end of the lime green. And just to blend out that aquamarine color at the ends of my eye, I went into the Warrior 3 palette and I picked up the color Gola, which is like a pretty sky blue, and I just went and blended that out on the corners of my eye. And I didn't know that the camera didn't pick this up when I did it. My eye was like out of the camera because I was so into the mirror. So what I did was I went ahead and I took my P. Louise Base in Zero again, and I took a liquid liner brush and I went ahead and I drew on this white line. Okay, so now y'all know what time it is. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my NYX liquid liner and go ahead and draw on my wing because I can't survive without a wing, period. The mascara I'm using is from Pixi by Petra, and then I'm going to take my chamomile lotion and prime my face.
Hi, Poppy.
Hi.
Yeah? I'm recording a video.
That is my nephew, you guys. He's 3 years old, and if I don't answer the phone for him, he's going to hunt me down. So no matter what I'm doing, I have to answer the phone for him unless I want to hear it at the end of the day. So if you guys see me talking, that's who I'm talking to. I must say, guys, that I really like this lotion as a primer. Like, it keeps me matte all day. I like it even better than Milk of Magnesia. I used that a couple times in my younger days, but this one I really love it. Like, it keeps me matte all day. Now, you guys know I go ahead and I apply some concealer underneath my eyes before I go in with my foundation. I usually use a color corrector, but couldn't find it. So I went ahead and used a concealer, and it wasn't the shade that I wanted, so you guys are going to see that I use a lighter one on top of it. Now I'm just taking my Becca foundation in the color Tobacco, and I went ahead and I mixed that with a little bit of Maybelline Fit Me to get my perfect shade and my perfect undertones. Now I'm taking my NYX concealer in the color 13. I know I usually use 14, but 13 is just slightly brighter for me and I like it. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to highlight all the high points of my face. At this point, I was happy. I was feeling myself because I was liking the way my makeup turned out. I always get nervous. I don't know why. Anytime I don't know what I'm doing on my eyes, I get really nervous. And I don't know for what, because it ends up looking great. Now I'm setting underneath my eye with my favorite setting powder, which is by Fenty in the color Honey. And right along with my favorite Fenty highlighting powder, I'm taking my favorite Fenty bronzing powder. I love this powder so much. It's the perfect shade of brown. It's not ashy. I love it. And I'm just gonna go ahead and snatch my face with that, and also my nose. I just had to pause and look at the camera for a second because do you see that face? Now I'm taking my Artist Couture highlighter and I'm applying that to the cheeks, the bridge of my nose, and my Cupid's bow on my lip. Now I'm gonna take this cannabis infused chapstick by Milani and I'm gonna apply that all over the lips. Yeah, so my headband decided that it wanted a little camera time, but now I'm taking this Wet n Wild brow liner, I believe. I think it's a brow liner or eyeliner. Either way, it's not a lip liner. Oh well, I still use it for my lips because I love the perfect shade of brown, and I am gonna go ahead and outline my lips with that. And now I'm using a Sigma E05 brush and I'm just going to use that to blend out the liner because I don't like that harsh line look. I kind of like it to ombre and blend into my lips. And now I'm taking this L'Oreal Nude Chocolate Liquid Lipstick. You guys, this stuff smells so good. Like, it smells just like chocolate. It's amazing. So I'm just taking that very nude shade and I'm applying that to my lips. And then I'm going to take my Neutrogena lip gloss and just apply that over to give it a little bit of shine. And lastly, y'all know what time it is. I'm going and I'm putting on my lashes, and yes, I put them on like a psychopath, like everyone says. I go ahead and I use my fingers. No tweezers needed, period. Now for my bottom lash line, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this chunky glitter along with some eyelash glue, and I'm just gonna apply that to the bottom lash line very carefully. Be careful, don't get it in your eye. And then right over that glue, I'm gonna go ahead and apply the chunky glitter. Same thing, be very, very careful with this. Do not let it get in your eye because it could possibly scratch you, okay? So be careful. And we are all done. Beautiful, amazing, yes, 5 stars.
So that is it for this video, you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video because I did. I had fun using the colors that you guys told me to go ahead and use. I don't even think I would think about putting this color combination together. So I thank you guys so much, And this is why I said for you guys, everyone, to go ahead and follow me on Instagram, because Instagram is where I tell you guys what my next videos are going to be, where I need suggestions for you guys. So I need you guys to go ahead and follow me on Instagram, and I'm going to leave all of my social media links right here, and I'm also going to put them down below in the description box. So I hope that you guys enjoy my video, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Okay, bye.